Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Target Me Please here with some breaking news. I've been a big fan of Maxwell Chikumbutsu, a Zimbabwean South African inventor for energy devices and whatnot, helicopter, car, cordless TV, stuff like that. But he's been on a long hiatus since I think 2021, where he allegedly was poisoned, him and a co-worker. But he's recently come out and done an interview with the Zimbabwean president, Mr. Emerson Mnangagwa, and let's crack in.
Maxwell Chikumbutso's story is as incredible as his inventions. A self-taught genius, he began tinkering with gadgets in the late 90s, building radio transmitters, digital navigators, self-powering televisions, and even a turbine engine from scrap metal. He says his inspiration comes from visions, ideas that come to him in the night. His journey hasn't been easy. Years ago, Chikumbutso was poisoned in the US, losing his business partner in the process. He even received threats on his life. Despite these challenges, he persevered, driven by a belief in his vision.
We were poisoned at that time. Dr. Chedi didn't make it. He died in January 2017. I survived by the grace of God. So I was always in Zimbabwe and United States of America until HE heard about myself. Then he invited the president, yes. Then he invited me to come back and put my base in Zimbabwe. So right now I'm based in Zimbabwe. The vehicle, it uses what we call the microsonic energy device. The microsonic energy device, it is the device that I personally invented in 2009, which harness radio frequencies, convert it into energy. As you know, radio frequencies, they are measured in nanovolts, meaning to say they are less than a volt. They are just like nothing, but we find a way of harnessing it through the creation of the 70% of the components in the microsonic energy, which I've tailor-made, which I've designed. So those are the components that enable the radio frequency to be transferred into pure, useful energy. And this is the first time in the world. With that technology, it violates the laws of energy in thermodynamics and also the first law of energy as well.
So they wanted to arrest him for changing physics.
Yeah, yes. Even when we tried to file a patent, they said we are violating the natural laws of physics. So it's not an industrial applicable. We decided to take the trade secret route after that. So with this car, you can also use it to power your house. It is a moving generator. When you drive from work back to your home, you can connect your power cable, then you can power your house. It gives you 15 kilowatts power to power your house. And the vehicle itself, it has got 160 kilowatts electric motor, which gives you a torque of about 320 to 380 Newton meters of torque. That means it's fast. And we are talking of horsepower of around 215 horsepower. So when we compare this car with the same cars of this model, like the Toyota Urban Cruiser, you will see that this is efficient in everything. When you talk of load, our car doesn't weigh much. It weighs 1,405 kgs only. When you talk of an Urban Cruiser, you're talking of about 1,800. So that means you can carry extra baggage in the vehicle. Top speed is 220 kilometers per hour. Yeah, which is fast. It has got two driving modes. We have got the sport mode, which will give you 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in around 2 seconds. That is very, very powerful. Then we've got what we call a normal driving mode. When you want to drive like in town, we can select that one so that it won't give you a lot of torque. The vehicle, it is highly it is a technological marvel to say, because it has got so many things that you can find only on big cars such like Mercedes-Benz, Range Rovers. We've got 3D cameras, we've got a pedestrian braking system, it has got sensors, and it uses a radar. So if you're driving like in town, someone then steps in the road, the vehicle will automatically brake itself. Reverse, it does the same. It has got a reverse radar, which enables the driver to see his surroundings, and also if you fail to brake, it brakes self-parking, self-driving as well. Then we have got what we call lane encroachment avoidance system. When you're driving like on highway, you are tired, you can just press the button for lane encroachment avoidance system. The car will start to steer itself, brake itself, with maintaining the same speed that you have set in the vehicle. So those kind of specifications, you can only see them on higher end cars. But we said no one to make a car for Zimbabwe, a car that is cheap but with the best technologies that you can get on high end cars. So basically those are the technical parts of the vehicles. Braking system, we've got ABS and EPD, which is the electronic brake force distribution system. For example, if you are driving at high speed, you hit emergency brakes, you don't have to touch even the steering. The car will never steer, it goes straight. Usually those technologies that are used on sports cars, the racing cars, but we managed to adopt those technologies and put in the vehicle. The other thing that I want to talk about, we have developed a smart locking system. We call it a proximity locking system, where we are using a Doppler effect principle, where we calculate the changes of a frequency in a wavelength. That changes, the car will determine where the car is, so you don't have to lock your car physically. The moment you close the doors, starting to walk from the vehicle, it automatically lock itself. It understands where the key is. When you are coming, it understands that the key is also coming back. Then I must unlock the right doors or the left doors according to the calculations of the frequency. So it's a unique application that we put in the vehicle as well.
Is there any other vehicle in the world?
With this technology, no, this is the first vehicle in the world.
Where is it?
Yes, Zimbabwe.
Questions?
Yes, I wanted to say, support them 3 million. Stay there. I said, let them eat their 3 million. Come here, we eat sons.
This was a presentation to the president of Zimbabwe, who has been the financial force behind this project, but the microsonic energy-powered vehicles will officially be launched on February 10th, 2025. The highlight of the pre-unveiling at the presidency was obviously the car, which he made in collaboration with a Chinese automaker. According to Chikumbutso, he partnered with Chinese carmaker Kaiyi to make the car, which is called the Kaiyi Safe. Chikumbutso says the car has an unlimited driving range. It does not need any charging. It just works, just like that, and it can hit a top speed of 220 kilometers per hour, as well as power your house, just like a Tesla. So according to Chikumbutso, the deal is, Kaiyi provided the vehicle, and he basically installed the microsonic motor into the vehicle. If fully produced, the vehicles could cut Zimbabwe's fuel imports, and Chikumbutso suspects that the oil and vehicle manufacturers in the United States could have had a hand in his poisoning. Soon, Zimbabwe will launch to the world what her young minds can do for the country and humanity, said the president.
Support them 3 million. Stay there. I said, let them eat their 3 million. Come here, we eat sons.
And he also told us that he never went far with the school. He just did all levels. Form 2.
Yes. But he's more educated than engineers.
So the launch, obviously you will grace it.
Yeah. All this from the time he began doing these things, we supported him.
Yes.
Throughout.
We hear also there is a television.
Yeah, he was making television at my house. And they have a television, and there's no wire. We can listen to all stations which we want on tarmac.
Just hang it there.
Not hang, just it stands here, and there's no wire around it. And you can put it, you can log in any station you want in the world. He's been doing this in my house. I'll bring that in.
That's good.
Record that exists in the world. There's no army in the world. This is the only record in the world that is here in Zimbabwe. This young Zimbabwean. He's so gifted, you won't believe it. When he first came to talk to me, I thought he had some, didn't have all the wires. But now know that it's well connected, all connected.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, any questions? Oh, you're an asset.
Independent power solution for the next 20 years.